What are we telling these kids? We tell them, just wait, just survive. Once you turn 18, I'll help you. But for now, just hold on and have strength. Just survive a little longer. But how can they survive in a place like this? They survive by getting getting beat, by being used, by using others, by using drugs, by selling themselves, by selling others, by selling their soul. This is what survival looks like to them. So they turn 18, they come, and what do we see? We see a semblance of a person with the mind of a con man and a soul held together with scar tissue, the body of someone beaten and broken and hardened by rocks, and rock hard is their heart that barely beats and doesn't recognize your love if you love the life right out of it. And that life, the life that they know, is the life they're now addicted to, accustomed to, and victim to. A life that harbors bitterness and pain and resentment and greed and pride and shame. A life that really isn't a life at all. It's a fake, it's a mask, it's a persona that has become the supplementation of true life, which was promised to them but never found. They exchanged the truth for a lie as they lied alone on their bed, wondering what tomorrow would bring, what tomorrow would hold, if they would be better out in the cold than here in a hole where condemnation flies at them like flies and swatting at them won't get them anywhere but where they were before, where they need to hide and cower or beat to recover, a semblance of power and control when they feel that there is none, so they make their own. They own nothing but desire everything. Everything they try leaves them dry, and to cry makes them weak, so they hold it inside while their heart implodes and leaves a gaping hole that yearns to be whole, but what or when or how or who can make them whole? So we tell them, look, there's a hook in your soul. It's the thing that's making that hole a whole lot wider and harder to fill. It's filled in with sin, and we too have been living with sin. It wasn't the plan, but it's common to man. It's not what God wanted, but we wanted it more than Him and more than life. We wanted a life of our own, something our own apart from Him. And now we suffer, we shake, we make our own lives a castle of fakes without a stake in truth, and that's how this sin can pull us further and further in, because we don't have a footing, we don't have a grasp on this thing called truth. What is truth? And where can we find it? And what does it matter? It matters because someone created you with a heart and a body and soul, with a mind to know right and a mind to know wrong. And the knower of right and the knower of wrong isn't me, and it isn't you. It's Yahweh, the Creator, the one who created you, with a plan and a purpose. But we chose to waste this, for this isn't what we wanted and it isn't what we knew. So we chose and we fell, and our way leads to hell. This was our choice, it's our consequence. It may not seem fair, it may not seem right, but then whose right do you say is right, if not God's, the one righteous God, the creator of right and the condemner of wrong? So then how, if our way leads to hell, can we ever change course, be forgiven, find the way, that way, if not by ourselves? It's Christ, He says. He is the way, the truth, and the life. He calls you by name. He shows you the way. His way isn't easy, but neither was your life until now. You've been struggling and pounding to keep away the wolves, but that life was a lonely one, a selfish one, and Jesus' life was a sacrificial one, not a superficial one. He loved you sincerely and more freely than any of the lowlifes that said they loved you only to leave you. He didn't. He went to the cross because of those sins that we chose, but He bore. Someone has to pay the penalty. Well, He did, and He died. He came and became the bearer of guilt and the taker of shame. The beloved Son, He made clear the way. And out of that hole He arose like a rose. Whether you call it by any other name, it's the same. He rose from the dead and offers instead a life everlasting, eternally blessed, if you humble yourself and pray. Cry out to Him and seek His face. He doesn't turn from you, but asks you to turn from the ways, your very wicked ways. Just fall on your face and ask for His grace to show you your place amidst His masterful plan. There's only one way, and it's not to be found in the numbing, in the cutting, in the using and abusing. The ways you faced must be replaced. The old you is old. Throw it out. It's not you. Not the you used to be. Not the you thought you'd be. There's a new you now. It's brand new and still you, but different you. It's sacred. He's taken the old you and given the new you a new heart, a new mind, a peace of mind that you only can find when you know that the strength that you need does not rest on you but rests in Him. He'll give you the courage to fight, not with fist but for right. He'll give you the strength to withstand the blows to your ego and soul. He sees when you're beaten, but He doesn't let go. He comforts your pain, and He remains the same through the darkest of days. Don't forget, it's not you, it's Him that they hate. The world doesn't know Him, but He'll be your strength. Don't forget, don't give up. If the challenges grow, His patience does too. Don't give up, don't be afraid. He's with you, I promise, just don't walk away. He never said it'd be easy, but He never does leave. He stays by your side even when you can't see. He'll punish the hurt that's been done to you. He'll make the things right that were done wrong against you. He'll justify the righteous and rightly judge the wicked. He's coming again, and you don't want to miss it. So keep your eyes open, keep your head up, study the Bible and know what it says. Pray when it's hard and pour out your heart. Surrender to Him, repent, and believe. There's no other way to have true lasting peace.